Thinking Pink. Olympian Lindsey Vonn rocks thigh skimming dress. And reveals she was only blocks away from NYC terror attack. As America's most decorated skier, she's determined to compete against men in her sport. But Lindsey Vonn, 33, struck a distinctly feminine touch on Wednesday as she stepped out in New York City wearing a thigh-skimming short pink dress. The gold medal-winning athlete joined many others from the U.S. team as part of their 13-stop tour across the United States to drum up enthusiasm before the 2018 Winter Games in Pyeongchang, South Korea. The ex-girlfriend of Tiger Woods looked stunning in the pink garment with its bejeweled belt and collar, and a pair of black heels lent inches to her already towering 5 feet 10 inches frame. Later in the day she covered up in the fall cold with a black fur jacket. The gorgeous athlete wore her wavy blonde locks loose and parted down the center. The Olympian was front and center at Team USA Winterfest in Times Square later in the day. The Minnesota native wore a blue team sweatshirt and blue jeans for the event. The winner of 3 consecutive World Cups wore her straight blonde hair untied, parted down the center and cascading over her shoulders. At one point Vonn playfully made a peace sign above the head of teammate Gus Kenworthy as he took a selfie. The Minnesota-born athlete was at the event without her beau, LA Rams assistant wide receivers coach Keenan Smith, with whom she's been linked since last year. While the world-class skier will be competing against women only in South Korea, she's hoping to prove her skiing prowess against the best men in the world soon. Vonn's application to ski against the men in a World Cup race was reviewed late on Tuesday, when it was decided that the decision would be delayed until the 2018-19 World Cup season. Lindsey's romantic histories flung her all over the athletic world. A 2007 marriage to fellow Olympic skier Thomas Vonn ended in 2013 after a 2011 divorce filing. Since then, she'd wound up embarking on a 2-year relationship with Tiger Woods that began 3 years after his infamous divorce and ultimately splintered in 2015. Last October she'd called herself and Tiger friends to E! News, but also spoke about the difficulty of managing a relationship with him given the public scrutiny. "It was really hard. The breakup, being together, it was all really hard. It was essentially being in a fishbowl. Everybody's looking at you and judging you and commenting on what they think is right or wrong, and it was hard," she'd said. On Tuesday, the 2010 Laura Sportswoman of the Year tweeted that she'd been just a few blocks from the New York City terror attack that claimed the lives of 8 people. 29-year-old Sayflo Saipov is accused of plowing a truck into pedestrians on a Lower Manhattan bike path, before being shot in the abdomen by police and transported to a hospital for treatment. Vonn tweeted the same day, "I was just a few blocks away from where PPL were killed today. I don't understand what's happening in the world. So much senseless violence."